Haley Kalil, the vibrant and outspoken influencer known for her candid takes on life, love and everything in between, recently opened up in a heartfelt conversation about her desires for the future amidst a challenging personal chapter. As she navigates the complexities of a high-profile separation and the ensuing legal battles with her former spouse, Matt Kalil, Haley has made it clear that she's ready to turn the page and invite positivity into her world. Specifically, she's expressed a longing for good guys. Those genuine, supportive individuals who can bring light and stability to her life after a period marked by turmoil and public scrutiny. This revelation came during an exclusive chat where Haley delved into her emotional state, reflecting on the lessons learned from her past relationship and the ongoing disputes that have kept her in the headlines. To understand the depth of Haley's statement, it's essential to explore the backdrop of her marriage to Matt Kalil, a former professional football player whose career in the NFL spanned several teams and highlighted his athletic prowess. The couple's union, which began with promise and shared dreams, eventually unraveled, leading to a divorce that has since escalated into a lawsuit. While the specifics of the legal proceedings involve claims and counterclaims typical in such high-stakes separations, including financial disagreements, asset divisions, and perhaps even emotional grievances, Haley has chosen to focus not on the negativity but on her personal growth. She emphasized that amid the courtroom drama where lawyers argue over details that once seemed private, she's prioritizing her well-being and surrounding herself with people who uplift rather than drain her energy. Haley's journey hasn't been easy. As a public figure with millions of followers across social media platforms, every aspect of her life is amplified, dissected, and often misunderstood by the masses. She rose to fame through her modeling career, gracing the pages of prestigious magazines and walking runways that showcased her striking beauty and confident demeanor. But beyond the glamour, Haley has always been transparent about her struggles, using her platform to discuss mental health, body positivity, and the realities of relationships. In this particular interview, she painted a picture of resilience, explaining how the lawsuit has tested her limits but also strengthened her resolve to seek out healthier connections. Good guys, as she puts it, aren't just romantic interests. They encompass friends, mentors, and collaborators who embody kindness, integrity, and mutual respect. Expanding on this, one can imagine the emotional toll such a lawsuit takes. Divorces among celebrities often involve not just the division of property but also the untangling of shared businesses, endorsements, and public images. For Haley, who has built a brand around authenticity and humor, often sharing comedic skits and relatable content, the legal battle represents a stark contrast to her lighthearted online persona. She might wake up to court documents instead of fan messages, or spend days preparing testimonies rather than creating content. Yet, in her words, this experience has clarified what she values most: authenticity in relationships. She elaborated on wanting partners who communicate openly, support her ambitions, and navigate life's ups and downs without resorting to conflict or manipulation. Delving deeper into Haley's perspective, it's worth considering how societal expectations play into her narrative. As a woman in the public eye, she's often judged more harshly for her choices in love and life. The term good guys could be seen as a subtle critique of past experiences, implying a desire to break free from patterns that led to heartache. Perhaps drawing from her own history, Haley highlighted qualities like emotional intelligence, reliability, and a sense of humor as non-negotiables. She shared anecdotes, without naming names, about moments in her marriage where small acts of kindness were overshadowed by larger issues, leading her to appreciate the simple things now. In a world where relationships are often performative, especially for influencers, Haley's call for genuine connections resonates with many who feel the pressure of maintaining perfect facades. Moreover, Haley's story intersects with broader conversations about post-divorce life. Many individuals, celebrity or not, face similar challenges after a breakup: rebuilding self-esteem, redefining identity, and cautiously re-entering the dating scene. For Haley, the lawsuit adds an extra layer of complexity, as it prolongs the closure she seeks. She mentioned how therapy and self-reflection have been instrumental in this process, helping her identify red flags and green lights in potential relationships. Good guys aren't mythical. They're out there, she insists, but finding them requires vulnerability and a willingness to set boundaries. This mindset shift is empowering, turning what could be a victim narrative into one of agency and hope. As Haley continues to thrive in her career, launching new projects and collaborating with brands that align with her values, her personal life remains a work in progress. The lawsuit with Matt serves as a reminder of unresolved ties, but it doesn't define her. Instead, she's channeling that energy into positive outlets, perhaps even inspiring her audience to evaluate their own relationships. Imagine Haley at events, mingling with peers, her laughter echoing as she shares stories that blend humor with hard-earned wisdom. Her openness about seeking good guys isn't just a soundbite, it's a declaration of intent, signaling that she's ready for a new chapter filled with joy and authentic bonds. To further illustrate, consider the psychological aspects at play. Experts in relationship dynamics often note that after contentious separations, individuals like Haley experience a phase of introspection. This can lead to clearer visions of ideal partners, those who prioritize emotional support over material gains. Haley's emphasis on good guys might stem from contrast with past dynamics, where athletic lifestyles and public pressures strained the marriage. Matt, with his background in sports, brought a competitive edge that, while admirable on the field, may not have translated well to domestic life. Haley, on the other hand, thrives in creative environments, suggesting a mismatch that the lawsuit now formalizes. In expanding this narrative, one can't ignore the cultural context. Celebrity divorces often fuel tabloid fodder, but Haley's approach humanizes the experience. She's not bitter, she's optimistic. By publicly stating her desires, she's inviting a dialogue about healthy relationships in an era dominated by superficial connections. Perhaps this will lead to new opportunities, a podcast episode on love lessons or a book chapter on resilience. Her fans, many of whom relate to her journey, applaud this transparency, seeing it as a beacon for their own lives.